Back to the Future wasn't just a movie, it was a lightning-in-a-bottle moment that reshaped pop culture forever, introducing the world to a time-traveling DeLorean, the wild-haired genius Doc Brown, and Marty McFly's effortless cool, from skateboards to guitar solos, and while it became one of the most beloved films of all time, playing endlessly on television decades later, its journey to greatness was anything but perfect. Released in 1985, the film blended science fiction with humor, heart, and adventure in a way audiences had never seen before, and under the direction of Robert Zemeckis and the writing team of Zemeckis and Bob Gale, it told the story of Marty McFly, a teenager accidentally sent back to 1955 who must reunite his young parents before he erases himself from existence. The idea was born in 1980 and rejected by over 40 studios for being too clean and family-friendly in an era obsessed with edgy comedies, until Zemeckis' success with Romancing the Stone convinced Universal Pictures to take a chance. Even then, casting chaos nearly derailed everything. Michael J. Fox was the dream choice for Marty, but scheduling conflicts forced the studio to cast Eric Stoltz, and after weeks of filming and millions of dollars spent, Zemeckis made the risky decision to recast Fox, reshoot scenes, and gamble the entire production on the belief that he was the right Marty. That gamble paid off spectacularly. Test audiences loved the film so much that its release date was rushed forward, even though some effects weren't fully finished, and the movie went on to earn over $380 million, becoming the biggest hit of 1985 and cementing its place in cinematic history, with Huey Lewis and the News' The Power of Love climbing the charts alongside it. But behind the magic were conflicts, close calls, and secrets fans are still discovering today. Crispin Glover's portrayal of George McFly became iconic, yet his absence from the sequels led to one of Hollywood's most controversial decisions when filmmakers used a facial mold of Glover on another actor without permission, sparking a lawsuit that changed how actors' likenesses are protected, a debate even more relevant today in the age of AI. Michael J. Fox's dedication was legendary. He learned to skateboard, master complex guitar solos, ride horses, and handle weapons for real, making Marty's talents feel effortless on screen, especially during the unforgettable Johnny B. Good performance, where every finger movement was carefully choreographed to match the pre-recorded music. Technically groundbreaking innovations like the VistaGlide camera allowed Fox to play multiple versions of himself in the same frame, effects that still hold up decades later. Yet despite the precision, small bloopers slipped through, continuity errors, repeated background extras, changing props, and video recordings that shouldn't exist but somehow do. The film's humor even reached the White House, with Ronald Reagan laughing at the famous The Actor joke and later quoting the movie in a State of the Union address, proving just how deeply it had embedded itself in American culture. The sequels brought their own surprises, from Thomas F. Wilson mastering horseback riding and lasso work for Part 3, to Christopher Lloyd sharing his first on-screen kiss ever, giving Doc Brown a softer, romantic side, while behind the scenes, test audiences nearly panicked when they thought Einstein the dog had been killed during the first time travel experiment. Creative disagreements, especially with Crispin Glover, shaped the direction of the sequels, altering storylines, casting choices, and even the moral message of the ending, which Glover felt rewarded money instead of love. Then there are the factual slip-ups that fans still love spotting: amps plugged in the wrong way, plutonium shown as glowing red liquid, impossible calendar dates, historical inaccuracies, battery meters reading zero while devices magically work, lighting mistakes, and props that contradict earlier explanations, all tiny flaws frozen in time. Yet these imperfections didn't weaken the film, they made it human. Back to the Future endures not because it was flawless, but because it was fearless, imaginative, and made with passion, debate, and risk, the kind of movie that reminds us even the most iconic stories are built by real people, real mistakes, and moments that almost slipped through time, and that's exactly why we're still talking about them today.